Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to our Friday night's episode. Um, we'll be talking about the Clash in Paris pay per view that's taking place this weekend, and a few other things. So, without any further ado, introduce my co host for the evening, Mr. King Springer.
What's going on,
Hey,
Reese?
welcome.
Hey, it's always good to be back, buddy.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Yourself?
Good, good. Yeah, figured we'd jump on do a second show this week with the mishap from earlier in the week. So we
Yeah,
do we
yeah,
do apologize.
yeah,
So
definitely. So, yeah, it'll be a good show. We got a lot to discuss, my friend. Yeah, so there's a big pay per view coming up this weekend. So,
yep.
um, get
Uh,
into it.
Kal, love the new intro. Out with the old, in with the new. Yes, sir.
That's right,
The
baby. Mount
Wolfpack
Sounds are
theme.
rolling.
Wolfpack theme goes with it. Tonight's just not a pick show. As you've seen in the group, there is a returning guest. Um, this person is an individual who, under the new regime, is now obligated to be on the show at least once a
And we
month.
welcome him. He's the third man, baby. He's the third man. Pivotal man, if I could say.
And he is the third guy, main event Jay.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
What's up, guys?
I mean, you could be happy to be returning to the show, there, fella.
Well, um, this, quite frankly, this sucks. Uh, this isn't, this isn't what we started. This new regime, as you call it. And yes, I am obligated to do it at least once a month, and I'll keep up with my obligations, but doesn't mean I have to be happy about it.
What's there not to be happy with, Jay?
Hold on a second. I'll get to you in a minute. Uh,
Ah, please.
Reese, we brought you on, um, and that now that there was what seems to me was a hostile takeover. Uh, you bullied, you battered, and the son of a bitch left. Um, and again, I'm not happy about any of this, but I am obligated, and I feel I fulfill my obligations. And just the sight of Springer with that king hat on. I don't know how you managed to get that, but you are a goddamn pretender. There's one king only, and his last name's Striker.
Hey. Remember, he walked away. Walked away. Yeah. So
I'm
just
telling
remember,
you.
Jay, he walked away from that. And guess what? If
Uh,
he wants this king hat, you man up, step up, and come and get it. But you can either be happy and continue going on with the show, man, because we're going to keep this rolling. You know, he walked away from this, and it's a new
uh,
time, new turn.
okay, I fulfill my obligations. So you think you guys are gonna get what you asked for. I'll just say that. But
we asked for is to make this the best show ever and leave the trash behind. So,
Oh, oh, okay. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, let's. I was going to say gentlemen, but I can't use that term. Let's go ahead.
Well, I'd like to have some input here. Funny you bring up that there's only one king, but nowadays,
no kings.
no kings.
We're all on
But
equal footing now, Jay. We don't step up and say one person's better than the other.
okay.
So equal opportunity, my friend. And
All right.
I really have wanted you to come back. I enjoyed your here because you bring a lot to the show. So although I know how you feel, I'm happy to have you, and I hope that we can make this still the best show about wrestling on any podcast.
Okay. Um. What's let me read something here. You might as well change your shirt to "I'm a Larry Striker guy." Okay. Well. What
Damn.
I could make that happen. Just you guys, you can make your comments, and you're all gonna get what you asked for.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Anyways, before we get into it, Eric Cassidy says, "Are the main wrestling companies kind of going along with the NFL and having more and more televised events overseas?"
I think they are. I think they are because viewership. Yeah, that's the long term game is to put more eyes on the product. So that was the whole ESPN deal, and I think that's their goal is to make it worldwide, not just strong in the U.S.
Bet that contract signing was at the Lobster Trap years ago, JJ.
Boy, that's
Oof, oof.
wow. Oh boy. All right. Well, not even gonna. I'm not even gonna dignify that.
All right, carrying on to the show here. As I stated in the introduction there, Clash in Paris is Sunday. Um, early start time at 2, obviously in Paris. And it's Peacock's last PLE that they're going to have on their platform. So, you gonna watch, Jay?
Yeah, more than likely. Um, it's what is it? 5, 6 matches. They just added one. I think we'll get to that.
Yeah,
Looks like a decent card. I just if for nothing else, I'm gonna try and see every last John Cena appearance just because.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, pay all picture with that.
Well, funny you mentioned Cena. We'll start off with him. He's matching up with Logan Paul.
Mhm.
So how do you guys foresee this going? So we'll start with you, Jay.
He's if he's gonna put over anybody on his way out, I don't see it being Logan Paul. I it's gonna be a hell of a match because Logan Paul. I've said it before. I've said it before on this show. Actually, Logan Paul's a hell of a lot better than he should be.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
should Cena put him over on his way out? Are they gonna are they gonna put a rocket to him and put him, make him a champion? If so, then yeah, but I just don't see
Springer.
Yeah, I think Cena's going to win it, but I think it's going to set up an interesting thing. I could see Lesnar coming out and playing into this a little bit. But it all depends on which way they want to go. If they want to have Lesnar interfere and have Logan Paul win it because of that, or they have Cena. It just depends on how they're going to project that storyline. But I think that storyline is definitely in play. But
Yeah.
I'll take Cena.
Eric, we'll get into that then um, after the picks here, the spoilers that already happened on SmackDown.
it. Yeah,
Um,
hold on, Reese, real quick. Uh, Kel, he said, Jay, I know you're going to be drinking a prime. Well, what? No, I won't. I will. I'll be drinking my Budweiser NA. I don't drink salt water. I
I'm actually not a big Prime guy myself.
No, I
there's
don't.
there's one flavor that I found that I liked. Uh, I bought it in honor of KL, and I didn't pour it out like the other ones I did. So
What flavor is that, Jay?
it's the red, white, and blue one.
The bomb
Whatever,
pop.
that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's digestible. The other ones, not so much.
Right,
And I've drank a lot of garbage in my day.
right.
I'm gonna go with Cena here. I don't think he's gonna lose to Logan Paul. I mean, it's simple. If he's gonna lose to anybody, it would be Brock. So I just
Yeah.
don't see
Okay.
it.
Okay. On that though, real quick, I didn't know we were gonna go this way. Brock doesn't need it.
No.
Brock doesn't need that. Jesus Christ, Brock didn't need to beat the Undertaker. He didn't need to beat that streak. That was the mind of a senile old pervert that gave him that win. He didn't need that, nor does he need a win over Cena. Cena should beat him on the way out too. And I used to be a humongous Brock fan, not so much anymore. But yeah, I don't. And if that's how they're gonna go, and I can see it happen, I just don't think it needs to happen. But we can talk about that later
Right.
Yeah.
on another one of my obligated shows.
Yeah. Sounds good.
There'll be more. Trust me.
Well, I'm well aware, unfortunately.
uh, Up next will be the Fatal Four Way for the World Heavyweight Championship. You got the Vision, Seth Rollins versus Jay Uso, Yeet, LA Knight,
Yeah.
and the other guy.
Yeah, who is the other guy?
The other guy who shall not be named.
Right, right.
Well, oh, is that what you got? Jesus, lover. Is that what you guys are doing now? You're not even. You're not.
No,
Have
no,
you
No,
no.
taken
I
it?
was,
we recognize CM Punk, but
I was gonna say.
we're just not all we're
I'm
not
just
all
trying to
hanging off
get
his
it.
nutsack. That's the whole thing.
I was gonna say. There's no way that you guys have taken it that far.
No, no.
No,
I
no.
guess
I
Okay.
was just
All
trying to get
right.
you going. That's-
Uh, well, you're not. No, that you're not going to get me going because I do have, but I do have love for Punk. Obviously, not as much as
something.
other people, but you know. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to know where we were at when it comes to the chick magnet.
Brock versus Cena is so weird to me. I like it, but pretty much the point of both guys now is putting people over. Brock's last match, he put Cody over, huge, and Cena's been putting guys over left and right. Says Cal Al.
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think that Cena wants to work with the guys that he wants to do like a farewell tour, and
Right.
that's
I mean, he has every right to choose who he wants to work with.
I I
Yeah.
agree.
And I really think, I mean, not to get down, but I think I think they're going to let him win out.
Who you referring to, Eric? May as well give him the gimmick the Young Bucks are going through right now. I actually like that, but that's an AEW topic.
Well, if I have any stroke on this podcast, that'll be the last time that the Young Bucks are even brought up on this show.
Yeah. Getting back to the Fatal Four Way there. Um, good take, Jay. How do you see this one going?
Rollins ain't dropping it to anybody.
Nope, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're running that storyline too far, so yeah, he's gonna win this.
yeah. Too soon for him
Right.
dropping the title with him just cashing in a few weeks
It'll.
ago.
I think it'll be a good match. All four of those guys can go, but
Yeah,
he ain't dropping it. No.
right.
And the only one, if there is an outside shot, the only one would be Punk, I think. But
Oh, I agree, 100%.
But
Yeah, it would have to be Punk. There's no way it could be anybody else.
It'll
nah,
be interesting to see the interaction between Jay and Punk now with with the ending of Raw. So
there
we
could be a lot coming out of it. I'd like to see LA Knight have a bigger presence, but who knows what way they're going to go. But I just know that Rollins beat Rollins.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much a consensus there. All right, up next you got the original tribal chief wrestling the tribal thief Bronson Reed, which the tribal thief love that gimmick.
It, I do also. I
Don't
what
you have a baseball game to watch? Oh, that's right. You're still butthurt. Carry on.
I that confuses me a little bit. Okay. Um, that threw me way off. What? But oh, Tribal Thief.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I like that. I think it's a little odd, like stealing guys' shoes, but and the shoe of Fala is that what he wears
Yeah.
around his neck?
Right.
Um, yeah, and I think he's going over Roman. Actually, that's my pick.
Really?
You know what, Reese? I agree the same way. I agree with that because remember, Roman's going to be going film Street Fighter, so I think they're going to
Yeah.
try to build Bronson Reed up. So yeah, I
He's
think that's going to happen.
he's kind of viewed as like the out of the vision. He's kind of viewed as bottom bottom feeder because with Rollins being the champ and then Heyman saying that Braun Breaker's the future of the company. Your biggest threat visually is quote unquote the worst guy in the group. So I mean, I could see him going over Roman, to elevate him more. And Roman hasn't won on a PLE and a singles PLE in however long it's been a while. So
And he also Bronson Reed doesn't really have a big signature one-on-one win. So I think this would be a notch in his belt for him to kind of catapult from.
Yeah, and a Roman loss does not affect Roman.
Right.
no,
Single.
actually, your guys' opinion there it swayed me. So I'm gonna go Bronson here as well. Eric Cassidy said Roman's
But
going to
guys,
win.
I apologize. This is highly unprofessional, but I apologize. Give me 1 second.
All right. Roman is going to win. They have to keep him strong with him going to battle Cena on his retirement tour, maybe even the final match. You
See,
really think he's going to be the final match? I I could see Cena and Cody and him putting Cody over
I don't.
again.
right.
I don't want to do the damn thing. I'm doing it because I have
But yeah, I think that I don't think that they're gonna have Roman Reigns win. Like I said, he's going away for a little while, film. So why give him a big victory when
to. You're
he's gonna be
Yeah.
out of the loop?
What the hell's Jay doing?
Uh,
Like, you talk about unprofessional. Mute your damn mic, sir. We don't need that. Hey,
hey, welcome back to the show.
I guess I gotta write up a new contract. You take phone calls and shit. At
but
least,
you listen. You have no idea what just took place right there.
well, my
That was
apologies.
that was uh yeah. Um, you don't want to know what was said there. That was from a formal a former cohort of the podcast actually. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, Cal says, I personally hate the idea of Bronson beating Roman. Out of anyone, you choose him to beat Roman. That kills his momentum. I'd be fine with Braun doing it because he's actually the future, but Bronson.
Well, but do they want to put Bronson on the same that group does nobody any good if there's tiers of it. Obviously, Seth's the main guy, and Braun, like you said, Reese has already been called the future. So why not elevate Bronson also? Wouldn't it be better
Right.
to have those guys on the same level? Because ultimately, what's going to happen, in my opinion, is he's going to uh, Braun Breaker is going to be the Batista of the group. He's going to be the one that breaks out. He's going to be the one that signs the contract and everybody pops when he puts Seth through a freaking table or however they do it.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
how I see that playing out. But
I agree with you on that one.
Yep. I agree.
And then the women's Intercontinental Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella. Um, I foresee Becky Lynch winning. It just adds another. Whether you hate to say it, I don't view her as this, but Becky has a notch beating another legend.
Yeah, I agree with you, Reese. I think it's gonna be Becky Lynch. Yeah, for that same reason, she's taking out another Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? But it's
And,
giving Nikki Bella at least a foot on the big stage.
and for the record, Nikki Bella is not a legend. She may be a legend in backstage, but not on the
Not out in the
stage.
ring.
And she's only there for money because, you know, her personal problems. But
Right.
anyway, Jay, what's your take?
yeah, I don't see her beating Becky. What do you guys think that the reports of them actually having legit heat between, and that's where the promos are coming from? I mean, you you smack Nikki in the face with the John Cena comment, and then Nikki stopped short of the "see you next Tuesday." Uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's certainly entertaining, but that match is not going to be good.
Right.
No, and with Nikki was supposed to have a decent role in the Happy Gilmore movie, but from the stuff that I was reading, she was like parading around like basically, oh, bow at my feet. I'm Nikki Garcia, blah blah blah. So then I think they all seen that and cut her, so she just did a cameo.
Well, she went to the premiere and didn't know that her shit got cut until she sat there and watched the movie.
Right. Right. Because she had a much
So
bigger piece into the
it,
movie, but yeah.
she had a huge presence in
Right.
that movie, and it got cut, and she didn't know it until she actually went to the premiere. What a kick in the stuff!
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can't portray yourself like that, act like that, and then expect everybody to roll over for you and just give you.
Well, not to mention the fact that that movie's not has not gotten 1 ounce of publicity from WWE, and from everything that I have heard and read is because MJF has a huge role in it, and they won't promote MJF.
Right.
yeah. That has to be the
That has to be true.
Right.
yeah. Good movie
But
though.
I
Excellent.
haven't seen it yet, actually.
Oh, you're missing out, Jay.
I'll have to check it out.
All right, up next would be everybody's favorite, the good old fashioned Donnybrook match. Now, what is a Donnybrook match, Jay?
Uh, I just two hosses beating the fucking shit out of each other.
Not kidding.
Um, if I'm gonna, if I were to pick a winner, because I know that's what we're doing here, I guess I'd go with Rusev just because he's new. Well, not he's not new. He just returned to the company. he could use a win again. A loss for Sheamus is not going to hurt Sheamus,
Right.
but they're gonna pound the piss out of each other.
And I think this is the first match for Rusev to start building him up because they're going to have him to have a belt sooner or later. But this is going to be the start. Stop Rusev all the way.
Oh, yeah. I think both companies have played the trailer, and Becky and MJF have self promoted on TV.
Oh, okay. If WWE played it, I didn't see it. So if that's the case, Kyle, I apologize. I just didn't see it.
I think Rusev wins this one. Like Springer said, Rusev needs more wins, build him up to be taken serious. Although he's a brute, but Sheamus is a mainstay. He already has his spot, and a returning Rusev needs some wins and
Yeah.
quality showing. So I'll go with Rusev. And then all I remember from a Donnybrook match is the big barrels at ringside. Okay, so it's
That,
basically a big testosterone filled match.
yeah. They're just gonna. It's gonna be stiff.
Right.
Although I don't know that we should have used testosterone and stiff in the same paragraph, but here we are.
Uh, Eric, we'll get into that. And then the match that was just added today, SmackDown was on earlier since they're in Paris. Um, WWE Tag Team Title match between Wyatt Six and the Street Profits.
I have White 6. They're not going to lose the belt yet, the belt yet. So White 6 are going to win this one.
Yeah, I guess I gotta agree with Springer. You know what? I can't remember the last time there was a match that I cared less about.
Right.
I like Montez Ford. I think is a star. He could be a star. Um, but
He never gets any traction though, Jay. You know what I
nah,
mean?
no, and if they wanted to do something with him, they probably would have by now. They could have broke that
Right.
team up. I don't know. I just could not care less. And that Wyatt Six, I was excited when that first started because it carried on the name of Bray Wyatt, who was I was a huge Bray Wyatt fan. But wow, they've botched this bad.
Yeah. So excited for Wyatt's getting on their second straight PLE. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Wyatt Six fan and a fan of the whole Bray Wyatt lore and storylines.
That's cool. And if you're excited, good. That's, I mean, that's what it that's what it's supposed to be. I I don't have the same. I just don't have the same feeling. But if that's how you feel, awesome.
Yeah, I do like the idea of them carrying on Bray's name and you know his stuff, but like you, I can't get behind it.
Yeah, but there's just no lore. Like you got the Bray Wyatt factor, but we don't have any lore to them. You know what I mean? There's like when you watch the whole thing, it's a great scene from afar, but it's nothing you can get behind and be excited about.
And I think the thing for me, it's not a Bray Wyatt presentation.
Right.
Like Bray Wyatt was unlike anyone else with the presentation and his promos. So I know they're trying, but maybe we'll all be proven wrong, but we'll see.
I hope so.
And then there is a rumored match. I don't know if it's going to happen or whatnot, but it was rumored that Orton was going to have a match with McIntyre. Maybe they announce it tomorrow, or maybe they save it for uh, Raw or SmackDown. We'll see. But that would be a good match to see.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
think. Yeah, sorry, Springer. Go ahead. I
No,
didn't.
I just say, I mean, look how SummerSlam and Drew McIntyre there. He's going off the deep end. So, I can see him just. It could even be like a backstage beat the hell out of each other type of thing, where it's not even an official match. They're just going at it somewhere in the film.
Yeah, maybe they could do. When they're arriving, they
Right.
have a tussle and then they announce it.
Right.
What were
I
you gonna say, Jay?
I would think that. I mean, wouldn't you think that they would if that's a big match? Wouldn't you think that they would advertise it
Yeah.
if they were going to do it? So it may be a brawl. Who knows?
And then there is no Stephanie Vakir match. A couple weeks ago, she had won the number one contendership for Naomi's title, and we all know Naomi's not the champ anymore. Does it make a difference to you whether or not she's on the card? I know Adam Pearce had stated that it'd be like another week or so before um, they'd know the situation better.
Yeah, Naomi getting pregnant. Boy, Jey Uso screwed two girls. He screwed Naomi and Stephanie. Uh,
Right.
she she got dealt a bad hand. I feel bad for her. That's
And I would
it,
I would
it
uh I would have thought that she'd have won the title.
Right.
that,
They're going to present it
possibly.
different way now. I mean, it's going to be like a 4-way or
Yeah,
even 2-way or something.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. But boy, she's the one that got hosed out of this whole deal.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yep. So that concludes our Clash in Paris picks. I guess moving along. Um, did you happen to catch Dynamite the other night where in the main event you had Claudia Castagnoli and Darby Allin? And for whatever reason, they thought AEW thought it would be a good idea to try to imitate Obafemi and Javon Evans spot from Heatwave, where
See,
Claudia,
I
Claudia
didn't.
had,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, it was the same type of thing, but Heatwave's presentation of it and Dynamite's presentation of it completely different. Like the way Oba threw Javon, like he protected Javon, where Claudio just ragdolled Darby, like like
He
he
almost
just
missed
what
the table.
military pressed him.
Right? He almost threw him over the table. I mean, luckily he caught the back end of it because he was
Like
going scale right over it.
like the table wasn't gimmicked. I thought Darby broke his leg.
Yeah.
Like my question is, who do you think did it better, or which one
See,
did you like better?
I didn't get it never crossed my mind the Obafemi Javon Evans spot. I went back to the original ECW with Bam Bam Bigelow and Spike Dudley because they were in the ECW arena.
Right.
That
And Jay, I had the same impression of that too. I was like, this is just like straight up mayhem. You know?
yeah, yeah, that's what I got out of it. It until you just said about the Obafemi and Javon Evans thing, that never even crossed my mind.
Right.
Who did it better? Now thinking it was Javon Evans and Obafemi because, but Darby Allin's also the same guy that almost died climbing a goddamn mountain. Like he'll just do anything. That coffin drop is dangerous as shit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
everything about him, and I like him. He's he's unsafe to himself, not to anybody else. I'm not saying
Right.
he's reckless. He's
He's like
just
he's
doesn't
like
he doesn't give a shit about himself.
he's like the modern day Mick Foley. You know, I mean, Mick Foley would be like, let's just go right to the edge.
I mean
Yeah,
you could name a shit ton of spots that he's been involved in, and it's just like how are you not in a wheelchair already?
right?
He will be.
Yeah,
Like I just
give him a couple of years.
Yeah.
His body will pay for that.
Jesus Christ! I broke my leg a couple years ago, taking apart a goddamn bed and getting it out of my bedroom, and I still haven't recovered from that.
And nobody
uh,
slammed you through it, Jay.
And no, I did it to myself.
Right?
the old bed leg, huh?
Yeah, yeah. God damn it! I'm still paying for that, and that was 5 years ago. How that dude's living through it is beyond me. God bless, but he'll pay for it.
That's right. Age catches up to everybody.
And then, as Eric said before, there was a spoiler that was on SmackDown. If you didn't watch SmackDown, uh, your new United States champion is Sami Zayn.
Yeah, good for Sammy. That's a belt he hasn't won yet, but can Solo Sikoa? Well, there's some people aren't fans of Sammy. Okay, um, can Solo Sikoa gain any traction? He loses the belt to Fatu, gets it back. Now he's losing it to Sammy. Does he get it back? I mean, who gives a shit at this point?
Yeah. So was Karrion Cross the one holding Sammy back?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Because Sammy was, I think, even a year or two ago, he was way up higher on the cards. You know what I mean? So I think he just stepped back. Now he's starting to. They're going to start ramping him back up. But yeah, like Jay with Solo, I mean, what do you do now? I mean, you can't give it back to him. Like it's got to go to. I think Part Two is the next step for any title out of that crew. So
Yeah.
how do you kind of push that card with those guys?
And I don't know if you remember Springer, but when we did the Who's Next podcast and we did the Who's Next in Line for the championship, I picked Sami Zayn over Solo.
Did you really? I took Part
Yeah.
Two. I remember that. But yeah,
I mean, Fatu would have been the better guess, but
This this podcast never ceases to amaze me. There's always somebody putting themselves over on this podcast. It's amazing.
weird, weird.
Some things don't change, I guess.
Next thing, we are doing another special podcast next Friday. I don't know if you'd like to be included, Jay.
I don't. Am I? Do I have to?
Well,
I mean,
if you
you're
would
the
like
one that you're the one that makes this schedule. That's why I'm here tonight.
if you would actually um, read your messages, um, you would know that we have a special guest coming on the show, and he is bringing the belt.
Jay, it would be the fact that we have a special guest coming. I think you would want to be a part of that. Considering that you're a big proponent of the show, man. Like this is something you built. We're trying to keep it going. Once you know who walked away, so I think that you would want to take part in that.
Uh, how about I let you know? How's that?
And I must applaud you for being on time today.
Yeah,
Well, hell, now you guys are putting me over. Nice. Uh,
hey,
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
deserves spotlight in this show, not just highlight one person there.
Oh,
Yep, and that was the last thing I wanted to discuss. It was announced today that Steel City Con managed to pull Killer Cross and Scarlet for their December Comic Con. Does that pique your interest, Jay?
Kinda. I always said once I once I met Taker at Steel City Con, there was nobody else that could bring me back. I mentioned to somebody else today that they could dig up the British Bulldog and have him there, and I don't think that would get me there. But I'm kind of intrigued, although I'm a little nervous though to pay. So you prepay for a ticket, and then WWE signs him back up, and he cancels, and what do you do?
Yeah, because you can't. There's no refund.
Exactly. So as far as that goes, I'm on the fence.
Eric Cassidy, how do you think the angle with Agent Zero has been going? Someone who may have been on your podcast before. I actually like it. I think he's yeah, the Agent Zero is getting his chance to shine finally, and I
Yeah,
think that he's doing a damn good job of it.
I'm biased. I just anything that dude touches, in my opinion, is he's gonna make it good. But again, I'm biased. I've been friends with the guy for 25 freaking years.
Yeah. All right. You have anything you want to add, Springer, or?
I mean, Jay, I was really glad to see your extreme enthusiasm for the show today. I was hoping that you put a little more into it, buddy. But I guess it is what it is. So we're
Hey,
happy to have you back. But I hope next time you get a little more excitement for what we have going on here. Because I think it's exceeding.
I'm I'm fulfilling my obligations. We'll say that.
Yeah, we know that.
And also, the shithead of the week is Mr. Eric Cassidy. Thank you for your support and all the input you have on the shows and in the group.
And
Uh,
and speaking of
Appreciate
a guy that I've known for almost my entire life, Eric Cassidy has and always will be a shithead.
it. Okay, so he has this podcast thing where he asks us a trivia question. He usually stumps me, but I'm glad you're on here because your wrestling knowledge is like no other. So he asks, who was the first ever wrestler to hold both the WWE WWF World Heavyweight Championship as well as the Intercontinental Championship at the same time?
I believe that would be hmm, Pedro Morales.
We'll wait for.
We, I believe that's who that was.
We'll see if Eric.
He was gonna try to get me to say Y2J because I probably would have answered it wrong too.
Yeah. Well, Eric, if you have the answer,
Yeah,
Steve J is right. The ultimate warrior.
Ah,
uh, uh, I thought Pedro was before that, but okay, I can't argue. I don't know. I thought he. I thought he. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to use the Twitter machine. But
oh, there he
Pedro,
says.
Pager is also correct, but in a different sense.
but I'll take it.
All right, what were you saying, Jay?
Huh?
What were you saying before the trivia question?
Yeah, you don't know.
you, you got me, guy. I don't know.
Weren't you saying something about your former co-host of the show?
Oh, yeah. Um, this is a little odd for me. Him and I started this, and this is a little weird. And I will be back, um, albeit under protest, but I will be back. I love talking about wrestling, and if this is the platform that I have to use, then I will do so.
Hey, we appreciate it. It's all we can ask. And we're all just here to promote the sport and talk about something we're passionate about.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Reese, take us out, I guess.
The hell was that?
All right, we gotta go. I gotta figure this problem out
You know what the problem is.
later.
I got nothing else.
Is that it, guy?
That's it.
Cut it.
Cut.